Shalom, and let's start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, grand millstone. Salutations to the fillet that's pushing the truth. Cross folk comes earth, our fair truth and sincerity. This I'm one about back getting us sitting. Just want to go into this article I ran to about a mirror. And it's going to about, it said World War III. 5 chilling signs UK and US are heading for all-out conflict amid global unrest. So after Defense Secretary Grant Shapps warned that we are now moving from a post-war to a pre-war world. We look at the warning signs that could mean WW3 is near, World War III. So, I'm gonna read some of this article. It's a nice article going to, what's ahead, what's coming. World War III is fastly approaching, So, read some of this article. It said fears of a global conflict that could see the U.S. and the U.K. drawn into World War III, involving Russia and other major powers have been rising in recent years. And over the past few weeks, 7 figures, including politicians, have issued stark warnings of a risk of war as Vladimir Putin continues his war in Ukraine. Leaked German intelligence documents suggest Berlin expects Russia to launch another wave of attacks. Due to this threat, Germany is reportedly trying to come up with a contingency plans in case Russia troops march westward from Belarus, something like that. Belarus. I hope I'm saying it right. Let's see here. So, go to kind of go on down because I ain't gonna make this too long. It said Defense Secretary warning. It said last week, British Defense Secretary Grant Shapps warned that we are moving from a post-war to pre-war world, and said that in the next 5 years there might be wars involving China, Russia, North Korea, Iran. He highlighted numerous threats to peace, but the common thread amid all the warnings is Russia. His comments was echoed by Germany's Defense Minister Boris Pistorius or something like that. He told a German newspaper we had to take into account that Vladimir Putin might even attack NATO country one day. He added that while such an attack is unlikely at the moment, there's a risk of it happening within 5 to 8 years. So, reading some of this, it shows that World War III is fastly is gonna happen. It's not gonna be no long drawn out campaign. The same 5 to 8 years, but it could be before 5 years. It could be, things go down this year or next. So that's his just his time frame, but it could be less than 5 years. So how prophecies, how fastly things are going to prophecy, it could be less than that, but we'll see. That's his estimated time frame, but the Lord time frame, the Lord Yahweh time frame different. Might be less than that, or it could be 5 years, or more, but we'll see. But but it's definitely speeding up. Um, let's see. So, former British Defense Secretary Ben Wallace had already issued a warning last year. War is coming. This is last year. Mr. Wallace said the world is definitely more dangerous, more unstable, and more insecure as a result of Vladimir Putin's illegal war, as he piled pressure on Russia Shaki over defense spending, something like that. Can't say his name, but let's see where I want to go. Mr. Wallace said conflict is coming by the end of this decade, whether it is a cold war or a hot war, it's coming. We just had to recognize that in order to deter you just have to be ready. Um, you have to be equipped, and you have to stand with your friends and your allies. Yeah, so basically say, this is approaching World War III. Eventually, it's gonna come down to it, because of Russia, Vladimir Putin putting the pressure on, and what's going on in Gaza, Israel and all that. So yeah, but like I say, Loya Bashar, he's in full control. He's setting the stage. So there's nothing you can do about it. Prophecy gotta happen, right? It gotta come to pass. And the words of Loya Bashar is true. It will come to pass. Has not failed. It's some more. Just trying to get to the point. It said U.S. House and nukes in UK this week. It was also announced that U.S. intends to station nuclear weapons in the UK for the first time in 15 years, as fears grow over the prospect of Third World War with Russia. According to Pentagon document design called the RFA, licking something to be home to warheads 3 times as powerful as the bomb that destroyed Hiroshima. They outlined plans for a nuclear mission that will happen at the base immediately. So, it's gonna show you, I say it's just heading to World War, man. I'll give it like a couple more. Going to this, major powers all have nuclear weapons. An expert has warned that the current situation is now far more perilous than it was before World War I 1914 and before World War II in 1939. Before the major powers now all have nuclear weapons, according to Dr. David Waring, a lecturer in international relations at the University of Sussex, something like that. The ability of nuclear weapons means there is a risk of escalation if one party makes a move that another party misinterprets. Then a nuclear exchange begins despite the fact that no one was looking for one. So, hey, it's going to show other countries have nuclear weapons. Back then, America, was the one to be feared because of the nuclear arsenal. But now, other countries like, say, China, North Korea, Russia, Iran, and, they have nuclear army weaponry now. And they're not scared to use it. When it's time to use it, they're going to use it. So, yeah, so that's what it's coming to. Let me see. It's NATO. It's a NATO chief war on the West must be ready. A NATO chief has called on the West to prepare for an era of war because we have to realize that peace is not given. Dutch Admiral Rob Burr, the NATO military committee chief, said in Brussels, if I'm saying it right, Brussels or whatever, we have to realize it's not given that we are in peace. And that's why we NATO forces are preparing for conflict with Russia. He said the allies need to be on high alert for war and expect the unexpected, and added in order to be fully effective also in the future, we need a war fighting transformation of NATO. So yeah, yep. So World War III, it will eventually happen. So there's no escaping it. So I'm gonna get Revelation 11:14. It goes to that article. It said the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. So second woe, I was reading about the part where it says a lot of countries have nuclear arsenals compared to back then in World War One, World War Two. So World War Two has passed. That happened in that was 1939. If I'm not mistaken, go back. I'm gonna try to get the year right. It was 1939. Go back up. Oh, hold on. It's no, yeah. Yeah, 1939. Okay, I'm not sure. So 1939 was World War II. So World War III, it said, "Behold, the third war coming quickly." Just World War III is gonna come quickly. It's not gonna be a long drawn out situation. It's gonna be this war is gonna be, hey, like I just read, like, hey, somebody make a move, those nukes go off, then this country fire their nukes. It's come to an end. But like I say, Lord Yahushua, he's really in full control. And like I say, when Lord Yahushua returns, they're gonna try to fight Lord Yahushua according to the scriptures, right? When he returned in the chair so-called UFO, so these other countries gonna stop, doing what they doing, have conflicts with each other in turn, try to fight the Lord Yahushua, but they're not gonna prevail, But in all, like I said, Lord Yahushua, he controls when, like, say, those missiles, those nukes goes off. So, like I say, it's gonna be 200 million missiles that are gonna be shot towards America, Babylon the Great, and this place, America, Babylon the Great, will be completely destroyed. America go shoot nukes as well, nukes back. But like I said, most of the missiles are gonna be shot towards America, Babylon the Great. The Lord Yahweh gonna make sure this place, America, Babylon the Great, is completely wiped out and destroyed. There's gonna be nothing left here. And nothing. Everything that you see here gonna be wiped out, burnt down. It's gonna be a desert, right? Ain't gonna be nothing left of it, right? Like you see in movies, it be like, buildings and this and that still left over, after disaster or war, it's not gonna be the case. It's gonna be completely wiped out, and kind of an example of seeing how it's gonna be completely wiped out. You seeing that fire and the destruction coming towards America, Babylon the Great, is that movie Knowing. But the movie Knowing, even the movie Knowing, it was like they had like the sun, was gonna destroy the whole earth, which that's not gonna happen. Like they think that the sun is gonna destroy the whole world, the whole earth. No. That fire is gonna be just for that destruction and fire gonna be just for America, Babylon the Great, and different countries. But not every country and not the whole earth is not gonna be destroyed. So let's get that understanding. It's not. So when it goes down, like I said, Lord Yahweh, he's in full control. So the whole earth is not gonna be destroyed. So these movies, they they don't have to understand about the end of the world, but the end of the world is talking about the end of a rulership, the end of an age, the end of a an era, So this is the end of the so-called white man Esau, Edomite's world, his kingdom, his rulership. The end of the so-called white man, red man, Edomites rulership world is coming to an end. You're seeing it. More and more. As the days go by. The prophecies. Your days and the months and the years. It's getting to that. It's heating up, right? It's getting there. It's getting to that boiling point. And hey, it's gonna, like I said, Lord time, it's His will, everything, His timing will, it's gonna pop off, right? It's getting to that point, so, it's gonna come quickly. It's not gonna be slow and drawn. It's not gonna be dragging. It's gonna come fast, man. It's gonna take a lot of people by surprise when it happens. It's gonna happen quickly. But But Isaiah 9:5, for every battle of the warrior is with confusing noise and garments rolled in their blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So for every battle of the warrior is with confusing noise and garments rolled in their blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So you had back then, in war, you had warriors, they go out into the lands or the fields and fight with their swords and javelins and shields and this and that, right? But this war, ain't gonna be no ground war. This is gonna be about nuclear war. And like I say, in the word fuel. Why is the word fuel doing Isaiah 9:5 in the Old Testament? It's not the New Testament, it's the Old Testament. Isaiah 9:5 is the Old Testament. So why is the word fuel doing in there? What that's talking about? It's talking about nuclear war. When it said, but this shall be with burning fuel of fire. It's talking about nuclear war, and it's talking about World War III when it goes down. So it's not gonna be no long drawn out campaign. Boots on the ground like that. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be quick. This ain't gonna be, 10-year campaign, this and that, whatever, right? So it's not gonna be that long. But because like I said, Lord Yahweh, is Esau time is running out. His kingdom rulership's coming to an end, so and like I said, Lord Yahweh, getting is fed up with all this wickedness anyway. So, and what's going on is just gotta come to an end. But go to 2 Ezra 16:13 because I ain't want to make this too long. For strong is his hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows they shoot up are sharp and shall not miss, but when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So, let's talk about the thermonuclear missiles. The arrows when they begin to be shot, when they begin to be shot, and they're not gonna miss until the ends of the world. What's the ends of the world? America. Like I said earlier, America, Babylon the Great, gonna get 200 million missiles. None gonna miss. It's not gonna miss their target. It's gonna hit where they gotta hit. Ain't gonna have no feelings, nothing. Like it's gonna get the job done. Ain't no holding back. It's gonna. Everything that you see is gonna be destroyed. And the only ones that are gonna escape and be delivered is the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites. Hopefully on power righteous number, but everybody else is not of that number. Of their righteous number is not gonna be delivered. They're gonna have to face the wrath and judgment of Lord Yahweh, when He returns. When He turns chariots, so-called UFOs, zapping with laser beams, then ultimately, like I said, the thermonuclear missiles being shot and burn up everything that you see here. That you see here in America, Babylon the Great. And like I said, not the whole world, not the whole earth is not gonna be destroyed. Different countries other countries gonna get hit with missiles as well. And like I said, especially that land, them people down the gutter rats in the land of Israel, that's gonna be destroyed. So it's gonna come, right? So that's gonna happen. But like I said, the whole earth still gonna remain, and then not every country is not gonna get hit by the missiles. It's not gonna be destroyed by the missiles. That's gonna be shot, and so so that's what's coming. That's what's gonna happen, according to the word of the Lord, according to prophecy. That's what's gonna go down. So when it happens, and like I said, the apostles and the elders and the were missed on, been saying it for years, and breaking it down to this. Any other people or groups that's saying otherwise or saying something else is off. As far as like understanding about WW3 and about the end of the world. The understanding of that. So with that, I won't make it too long. I just want to go to I just want to go into that. So again, I like our praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Kakadash, the apostle elders, to the Sisakim brothers, to the Fiakwaf, sisters that do listen, keep the faith, and Yahushua, keep fighting. Let's say Shalom.